All right, this is your amateur hybrid rules video for the Traverse Fitness Youth/Amateur NSC. So a couple quick things before we get into individual obstacle rules. One, we might move a couple like starting pads, ending pads, but all the general rules will be the same. The time limit for this hybrid will probably be 3:45 for open and 4 minutes for female, but we may change that. We'll let you know day of if we change that. A couple general rules for hybrid in case you are not familiar with the NSC hybrid format. You will have 3 attempts on every obstacle, and if you fail on that 3rd attempt, your run will be over. Also, if you hit the time limit, your run will be over. The scoring format works the furthest, the least amount of fails, the fastest. So if somebody fails on the same obstacle as you, but uses more retries earlier in the course, they will place lower than you, even if they are faster. Get into the course. Your first obstacle, you're gonna start here. You're going to have these steps and the trapeze and these steps, and your dismount will be on or past here. Obstacle 2, you're gonna start on this pad. You're gonna have this trapeze. This silver bar will be reset. Oh, it's hot right now, but if you can see it's in that bear trap, it'll be reset over here. You're gonna say from the blue trapeze to the bar, swing around and click it into the bear trap, and then you're gonna have this ring, this, and you're gonna dismount on or past the red pad here. Obstacle 3, you're gonna start on this black pad. The flying bars will be reset to here, and the 3rd cradle, you will grab the flying bar, pop it across, let's say to the next flying bar, pop it across, dismount on or past this path. And then once you dismount there, you can take any path. You can go down or you go straight across to get to this blue pad. This is your next start pad for obstacle 4. You are going to have the trapeze, this handheld bear trap, which will be starting on that bar. This is just to hold it in place. So you're just going to take it off. You're not going to actually pull down on that bar. So you're going to grab the bear trap. You could go immediately or take backswing, whatever you need to do with the bear trap in hand to click it into place between those 2 collars. And from there, you are going to go to the trapeze and then to this sloper, only the bottom of the board, no sides, no top, and get to this black bar here in order to dismount to this 24-inch block. For female, you will go from this trapeze and you will have a ending pad right here. Obstacle 5. Obstacle 5 is going to start here, so don't fall off this pad because it's your start pad of the next obstacle. You're going to have hands on this shower bar and feet on the face of the wall, and you are going to use the hands there and feet there to make your way to hands and feet are allowed on all of these blocks. This one's stable. These ones will wiggle a bit, but they're velcroed down, so they'll have a little tension, but they can come on velcroed like that. Female will have this step. Male will not have this step. We will take it out when open is on the course. So you'll make your way here to this pad. Truss, I will allow you to grab truss to save yourself, but don't fall off of this pad because it's your start pad of the next obstacle. So if you land and grab, that's cool. But if you land and fell off onto the carpet, it will be my judgment call if you failed the previous obstacle or the next obstacle, but you will have to take a retry on something. Obstacle number, what are we on? This is obstacle number 5, I think. Yeah. Obstacle 5 is going to be the mouse traps. So you're going to have any of these clips are on, and then these 3 mouse traps. So you're going to slap out of the way and catch the cliff for all 3 in order to dismount onto this pad. Female will have the flippers flipped up like this, and they will just be cliff laches. Obstacle 6. This is going to be 2-part obstacle. There's a touch point in the middle. I'll explain that in a second. You're going to start on this pad. You have the palm tree so these all spin individually. Oh, what the heck? How'd that? These all spin individually, yeah, like that. So each of these individual segments are separate. So if you grab like here and here, it'll just slide out on you. So make sure that you grab both hands on the same segment so that you can not immediately fall. You're gonna go from here, lâché, to these two rings, and then go up to the trapeze. These two rings are both on bungees, so they'll bungee you. And then from this trapeze, you're going to go down to this black bar, which is a touch point. Also for this obstacle, in the female division, you'll have a starting pad here, so that you don't have to do the lâché from the palm tree to the ring. You'll just start on the start pad and go straight to the ring.
Or a ring on the palm tree.
And then on the black bar, if you fail the next part of the obstacle, you would reset up to this black bar any way you want, like from this pad would probably be the way. But if you fail the first part of the obstacle, you would reset back to the beginning of the obstacle. So from this bar, you are going to go down to this trampoline and then hands only on the top of this block. If you touch your feet, I'll maybe give it to you, but don't touch your feet because you don't want to leave it up to me. If you like skim it, I'll call it incidental, but it shouldn't be an issue. So you're gonna Kong over this box, and your dismount is gonna be on or past the red here. For the open division, for the female division, your dismount is going to be anywhere on or past this whole pad. Once you land on the past here, you're gonna make your way over this trampoline any way you'd like. You could go around this way, you can climb over the top, doesn't matter. The trampoline is gonna be your next starting pad for obstacle number 9. So you can get to the trampoline however you want. You can do as much run up as you want, or you can just start on the trampoline. This is the only obstacle. There's 2 separate obstacles. So for the open division, this is the giant flywheel lâché. You're gonna go trampoline up to this flywheel, build up a bunch of swing, and do this giant lâché to this mustache. And then your dismount is going to be on or past this pad right here. For the female division, instead of starting on the trampoline, you're going to start on this block right here. This cane will be on the block for you. You're going to be up here with the cane in hand, and then you have the cane on this bar. You're going to slide it down the track, pop it to either side on this bar, and then you're going to lâché and catch this bar with your hand and dismount on or past this 3-inch pad. And now the 10th and final obstacle. All right, there's gonna be a cut here because we adjusted the final obstacle since I recorded the rest of rules. So your final obstacle, obstacle 10 of hybrid, you're gonna start on this black pad right here. And then you're going to go up to the bar. No skipping this bar, by the way, because the next part is this bird box. No jumping straight to the bird box, you have to use the bar. So bar to the cliff ledges on this bird box, it'll swing. These bungees up here are just here to protect you from the end of the bar smacking you on the next move, but the bungees don't really affect the obstacle. They kind of affect your swing a little, but not much. And then you're going to lâché from this bird box. For the open division, you are going to grab this, I call this obstacle the cliff duck. You're going to grab the top and bring it down like that and hold. For the female division, as you'll see in the demo, it will start down and it'll just be a lâché to those 2 cliffs. Make sure that you don't grab the red. If you have like one finger on it, and I don't think it helps you, I'll give it to you, but only the blue's on, so try to only be touching the blue. And then you are going to dismount on or past the pad and hit the buzzer. We're probably going to change the orientation of the final pad and the buzzer, but I will show you guys that on walkthrough on the day of. And yep, that's your hybrid.
Milo Fisher Golden in. Yeah, Milo, come on.
Nice. And now final obstacle. Nice. And dismount, hit the buzzer. Noise.